Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube video. My name's Emily, also known as Emily Jane the Costume Queen. So today, I am going to be talking about an FAQ of what's it like to be transgender. Right, I do apologise for the fact that I'm now being battered by hurricane forced winds. Yeah, that's fun. Well, it means I'm getting a snifter of my... Oh, that is actually a really nice smell as well. So, what's it like being transgender? Kind of a bit shit, if I'm honest with you, at the moment. So, I'm going to take you on a bit of a journey. I guess I'm going to start probably halfway through the story. That's when I came out. About 5.5 years ago now. I walked into the living room down there, walked through the door, said to my dad, right, I'm going to tell you something. I don't want you to react. I'm going to go away, let you process it, and I'll come back 10 minutes later. And you can ask me any questions. So, and then I said, right, Dad, I'm transgender. I think, words to the, I don't remember the exact words anymore, but it was words to the effect of, I'm transgender. I, want to be a girl, basically. And then I left. 10-15 minutes later I came back and had a conversation about it. What's happened since then? So around 6 months or so later, for unrelated reasons, me and my dad fell out. And he said, look, I don't want you to live in the house anymore. So I ended up moving out. And I thought, at this stage, probably my, one and only shot at this. But I'm going into an environment where no one knows me, no one's prejudged me. I'm going to give it a go and see what comes out. And it's really interesting because beforehand I'd been experimenting with dressing up at home. I barely dared leave the house. Like if I went for a walk, if I walked out the front door, it was like after midnight because I was that scared of being seen. And all of that melted away, which was really strange. I remember that first day, I just didn't feel stressed at all. And even less so than if I was, wearing a school uniform or something, not as an adult in that sense, but if I was going to school, I felt more uncomfortable than I did then. And I've had a real combination of people being absolute assholes and twats, and I don't use words like that lightly, trust me, I do not, but some people really do deserve to be called that. So as an example of someone being an arsehole, last weekend I caught the train up here to see my mum and sister and my mum's partner, got for one small before they went back to Czech Republic the next day. I got the train up because a friend was going to give me a lift from Morpeth, which is just up the road, and I thought, well, I can get up there for free because work, and I can, it's just easier that way. So I got on the train, and we, as I'm walking through the station, it was a Sunday afternoon. I think there was a football match on, which there's one on today. I'm having to time my return home so I avoid the football fans. But as I'm sort of walking through the football station, the train station, I know exactly where it was. So walking down the ramp onto platform 3 at Newcastle, and I hear someone pretty much shout, because I was wearing noise cancelling headphones at the time. Oh, look at the state of that. This is the response I give to that now. It's just yeah. That's pretty mild. I've been accused of being a paedophile, a rapist. That's good fun when that happens. You sort of turn around and go, right, but why do you think that's the case? No, not your brother's sister's husband's balls turn blue, and now someone won't marry him. Yeah, like I say, it was just, like I say, it can be pretty horrid. And the other thing I don't talk about much, but actually I've got a really good anecdote for, is gender dysphoria. Body dysmorphia. So gender dysphoria is the medical diagnosis for being transgender. Body dysmorphia is how you feel about your body as a result. So I was at work yesterday, and one of the girls said, "Oh, I had a dream once. I had a dream. I had a ball. I had balls and penis, and it was hanging down there, and it was disgusting." I said, "Yeah, hon, welcome to my everyday." Even now, I can feel it's there. And I wish it wasn't, you know. Yeah, it's starting to drip on me, so I'm hoping it's not going to rain. But like I say, it's just, at times, it's very, very difficult to cope with all that. And it sometimes feels like the world's very much against you. You know, I went into a self-hate spiral, basically, because it sounds really stupid talking about it after the fact, but at work we were doing training on disabilities. I sort of thought to myself, well, about 5 weeks ago I did literally a full day's training on disabilities, and now I'm spending about a quarter of a day, or about half a day, doing e-learning on it. Like, I work in the railway industry. It was about passengers travelling with, passengers with disabilities travelling. Yeah, I get misgendered every day at work, and no one has any training and the training on diversity and inclusion was about 20 minutes, and it was an exercise on privilege, which is a term I hate in its own right, but it was literally that, and the intro goes, "I'm not going to make you talk about the answers, but just think about how it affects your lives," and that was it. Literally no more than 30 minutes, and yeah, you know, and that sent me into a really deep spiral. And, you know, knock on wood. Sorry, I'm going to try not to knock too hard. But, you know, whilst I do get into not great spots, and I start feeling a bit rubbish about myself, I also have never really felt I was bad enough to cause damage to myself. I self-harmed once, and that was more frustration and needing to take the anger out on someone, rather than beating someone up very badly. And it takes a lot for me to get that angry. I'm going to have a sniff of my drink. But the transgender experience at the moment, like I say, for me, I have really good days, and and maybe as much as a couple of weeks in a row, and I'll feel great about myself. But it just takes one person saying one or two of the wrong words, and I feel horrid, and I feel disgusting. There was a graphic I saw on someone who's very anti-transgenders, anti-transgender persons, not transgenders, that's not a word, we're not having that conversation, on their social media profile, and it was a bloke with hairy arms, a beard, and pubes hanging at the bottom of the dress. That's literally, like, in my mind's eye, what I look like. And I know from, what you guys can see now, there's a little bit of a shade there, but I have actually shaved before it came out. It's just the fact that I need a fucking lawnmower to control my face. And I can see I've got a shadow there. I shaved that yesterday. And you can't really see my arms, but I promise they're hairy. And I absolutely, there are times I've really felt close to stop the world, I'm getting off, I can't cope with this. Yeah. Now in terms of, one of the FAQs I get a lot is, so have you had the op yet? Firstly, let's unpack that on a couple of levels of why that's bad. Firstly, your testicles or your vagina? Can I ask you questions about that? Which of your flaps hangs lower? Which of your testicles is bigger? How long is it? Is it 2 inches long? 3 inches? Wait, an inch? I have that conversation a lot with people who try and chat me up, for like in a bad way, not in a good way. It's just not appropriate to ask someone about their genitals. In the same way, you wouldn't go up to someone and go, "Oh, we've got twins." No, I'm not pregnant. It's exactly the same kind of thing, which is why you wouldn't do that. And like I say, to me, it's become part and parcel of my everyday, and I know it shouldn't, but I've sort of grown accustomed to it. And it's unfortunate that I am well versed in, or have to be well versed in dealing with it, because I shouldn't have to. But to answer the question directly, no, still got a penis down there. Still wish I didn't. These things, not real. That's the ripped one. Let's get this one. Chicken fillets. That's not going to sit right now. Yeah, chicken fillets, not real. The hair, that's real. The pissed off lesbian you're looking at, she's real. And why have I not had anything done yet? Well, is it through choice or is it through necessity? So, as you all know, I live in the UK. The UK, we have this great thing called the NHS. And I think the NHS is a great idea. And there's very few NHS staff who I would fault for anything. But the current waiting time for my local gender clinic is 5 years. And I don't mean 5 years to go from nothing to out the door, we're finished with you. No, it's 5 years until your first appointment. Now, to some of you, that'll sound pretty alright. It's, well, you chose to be transgender. No, I didn't. There's only one choice you have when you're transgender, and that's if you come out or not. I struggle with mental health a lot as it is, and I always, I'm autistic as fuck. Yeah, I said it. And I prefer numbers as a way to describe something. And I would say my depression, my anxiety, my stress, 10%, 5% maybe at the moment comes from work. 20% comes from activities at home. So, whether it's financial stress, people around me, all that kind of stuff. And the remaining, 70%? If I've done my maths in my head correctly, probably not, is from how horrible the experiences are on a daily basis. From, let's be honest, okay, I'm not wearing any makeup right now, but I'm not exactly feminine looking. I'm also 6'4" tall, which you can't see from my videos. But like I say, it's just pretty awful at times, and there's times I just really wish that I could get the, effectively life-saving treatment. And I'm giving a bit of this, but a good friend of mine who I've known for a long time, she's got the treatment now that she needs, but she still ends up in hospital regularly, shoot herself on. And it breaks my heart. She's one of my favourite humans in the world. And yeah, she is so hurt by this that she, like I say, she ends up in hospital regularly. And I just think, at least in the UK, well, the UK and the world, transgender people are seen as a sort of punching bag, where you can, yeah, yeah, quick, the elections are coming up, we need some popularity points. Okay, let's pass some bathroom laws to stop transgender people using the bathroom. I'll share, the last thing I'm doing in this video is share with you the agenda, the transgender agenda. Why we really want to go in ladies' bathrooms. You ready? We just want to pee.